Did you know in Texas, you don't need to have a formal wedding? Shoot, you don't even need a marriage license to potentially be considered legally married. That's because Texas recognizes the concept of common law marriage. Over the past week, I have been getting peppered with requests to make a video about the XQC and Adept divorce. Now, what makes this interesting is there is a possibility that XQC and Adept were never married in the first place. So behind me is the Williamson County, Texas District Clerk's website, where it is showing the formal proceeding of the action in the marriage of Samantha Lopez, Adept, and Felix Langle. I hope I said that right.
Langle.
That's XQC. So Samantha Lopez, the petitioner, meaning she brought the action against respondent Felix Langle for their divorce. It was filed on November 14th, 2022, and XQC was served on November 17th. 2022. So at this point in time, if you're a fan of XQC or Adept, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, I never saw them have a formal wedding. So that's really weird. I didn't think that you could get divorced if you were never married. But just like I said at the beginning of the video, this goes into the concept of common law marriage. Behind me is the relevant statute of the Texas Family Law Code, section 2.401, proof of informal marriage, otherwise known as common law marriage. In a judicial, administrative, or other proceeding, the marriage of a man and a woman may be proved by evidence that 1. A declaration of their marriage has been signed and provided by this subchapter, or, and this is more important, the man and woman have agreed to be married, and after the agreement, they live together in the state as husband and wife, and they represented to others that they were married. So to recap, in order to be common law married, 3 things need to happen. Number 1, the couple needs to be in agreement that they are married. Hey, do you want to be my wife? Sure, I'll be your wife. 2, after they have agreed that they are married, they need to live together. Okay, come live with me. 3, they need to hold themselves out to others as husband and wife. Hey, Jim, I want you to meet my wife, Tammy. There you go. In that example, all 3 elements were satisfied to create a common law marriage. So in the event that the existence of a common law marriage is being disputed in a divorce proceeding, it's the petitioner's burden of proof to make a prima facie case that the marriage existed in the first place. So here, Adept will have to show evidence to the court to satisfy all 3 elements. So she will have to show that 1, they agreed to be married, 2, that they lived together after they agreed to be married, and 3, they held themselves out to others that they were husband and wife. And after doing a very brief amount of research and looking at XQC's channel, it is his formal position that the 2 were never married in the first place.
I will tell you with 100% confidence, okay? I am not married. I was never married, okay? And honestly, like everybody that's been watching the stream for like 6 years, okay, know my exact mindset about this. They know my exact mindset. Everybody knows my word for word things I've been saying for years, that I would probably never get married for the rest of my life. Okay, it's not something that I've said in the past. It's not something that interests me. Okay, I think people do it out of like customs or whatever. It's just not me. I don't see any value in it. Okay, I was never married whatsoever. Okay.
After a brief search, I couldn't find any evidence of XQC or Adept holding each other out as husband and wife online. However, that doesn't actually preclude this. I know Adept and XQC are both huge internet personalities, and you are more than welcome to keep your personal life off the internet. So long as they held themselves out as husband and wife in private to maybe their family or close group of friends, that is more than sufficient to satisfy that requirement. Remember, the parties have to intend to be married. I could call somebody my husband and wife and live with them, but if it's an inside joke and we don't hold it out to other people, well then we don't satisfy those requirements. Obviously, it gets trickier if that's the case because you have to use circumstantial evidence to believe who is actually telling the truth. Now, after both parties have had their chance to make their case, one of 2 things is going to happen. Either the court is going to say, hey, y'all were not common law married, you can just go. Or the court will say, hey, y'all were common law married. Now we need to divide the community estate. Now, according to the petition submitted by the court, the alleged marriage began on August 25th, 2020, and ended with their separation, them moving out of the house on October 31st, 2022, meaning that the marriage lasted roughly 26 months. Now, in the state of Texas, if a common law marriage is established, it is treated no different than any other marriage, meaning a community property estate is formed and all income made during the community estate during the course of the marriage is presumed to be community property. And because Adept and XQC are mega internet personalities, presumably they have a lot of income, a lot of money in the community estate. So there is a whole bunch at stake here. Now I'm on the website esports.gg. I literally Googled how much does XQC make. I have no idea if this is accurate or not, but I'm just trying to give you guys a sense of what we could be looking at. At the very end of the article, it says XQC makes anywhere from $430,000 to $470,000 a month.
Damn!
In full disclaimer, there are other sites that think that he could be making much more than this, but let's just use this $430,000 number to be conservative.
Time to math.
So at $430,000 a month times 26 months, the duration of the marriage, XQC made roughly $11,180,000. And like I said earlier in the video, all income made during the course and scope of your marriage is presumed to be community property. Now, you can rebut that presumption, but that is a pretty hard thing to do, assuming that there is a common law marriage and this was community property. XQC could be looking at a potential divorce liability of roughly $5.5 million, and that might be conservative. Okay, so that's the situation. I can't comment any more than that because I'm not privy to any of the evidence that the parties are showing the court. So I don't know which way this is going to turn out. The only thing I will say is, y'all, please, it is a whole lot cheaper to do things on the front end the right way. Hire a lawyer, talk to a lawyer, understand what your rights are, understand that your words have meanings. Don't find yourself in a situation where you're also having to litigate over the existence of if a marriage was valid in the first place. This can be solved up front by doing your due diligence. Talk to a lawyer. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.